It's your favorite host doing the most, and you know I love the boast. It's Mo Williams tuning in. This is Give 'em Mo podcast, and like I said, I am your favorite host. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Coming to you kind of rapidly. We're really not on schedule right now. Just a whole bunch of ideas looming. I asked a whole bunch of different people who support the Give 'em Mo podcast heavily since the beginning, and even some of the newcomers too. Give me some topics. Some people do, some people don't. Um, but today we're going to talk about gratitude. Before we jump into the subject matter, please subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe. It's important. I'm trying to turn this into a lifestyle. I don't want to go to work no more. I'm going to be honest with you. But please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I can do better. And let's dive into it. Gratitude. Today we're going to talk about gratitude, but kind of like we did with law of attraction or fatal attraction. We go, I was talking to 8 Ball Kane, and I asked him, what should my next topic be? And he said gratitude. And I like that because, I always got a story from my own life or people around me lives that I'll tie into it, and I don't have to say no names. You just find a way to make it yours, you know. But gratitude is something that's very important in this world, and I think is overlooked. And the definition for gratitude, or one of them at least, is the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. So, I guess the way I look at gratitude is, I think a lot of people don't know how to show gratitude. And I think it's because all our interpretations of showing someone that we're appreciative is different. You got givers and receivers, and sometimes you have both. But 9 times out of 10, when you're used to giving so much and you start receiving things from others, you don't even know how to really express that. It's like, thank you, and it shouldn't be that way. You should know how to accept the gift. If you don't know how to accept the gift, then there's something you got to work on. Because if you're so used to giving, 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 but you're never receiving, are you really being fulfilled in this life? Because it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be a gift. It can be a word. It can be appreciation. It could be, you know what? I thank you so much for this, and I don't have the money to return it to you, but God is going to bless you. That's something he told me. That's something I feel in my spirit. I feel like I should say to you. And I feel like a lot of times when you're so caught up in the world of giving and not knowing how to receive, you don't really process that. So what I want everybody to do is really think about, like, when you received a gift before and you was truly happy with it, but the person who gave it to you didn't feel like you were, you should think about, was I really showing this person gratitude in a way to make them feel like I really appreciated it? Because sometimes you can give a gift and it could be all the money you had, and you give somebody a gift and they, some people bold, some people be like, this is it. That'll hurt somebody's feelings. Like, this is it. I don't care how you say that. I don't care if it was for a special event and I gave it to you in advance. Do not say that to me, because you're automatically going to take that the wrong way. But don't you ever get it twisted. It's like, I read something one time. It's like, the person who, what's more, like, which one do you value more? If you didn't know, you needed some money and this person gave you $50 and another person gave you, let's say, $200. Now, if you take it for its face value, 9 times out of 10, oh, this person gave me $150 more. But what if that person had $1,000 and that person that gave you $50 only had $50? Is that $200 still more valuable? Yeah, you got more, but is it still more valuable? Because see, that person gave you 200, they gave you 1/5 of what they had. That's 20%. But this person gave you $50, they gave you 100% of what they had. Which one is more important to you? And don't get me wrong, if somebody give you anything, you should be appreciative, but we don't think about the other side of the story. You know, when we're kids, we don't think about what our parents had to do to get the money. We don't think about the fact that sometimes they didn't do something for themselves to do something for us. And when you receive all the time, constantly receiving stuff, like I tell the story of my reality check came in when I went off to college, and my mother still does a lot of things for me, and I always have, and I love her to death. But my reality check came was from kindergarten all the way up until senior year in high school. And you people y'all can feel any way y'all want to about this. You can call me spoiled, anything. I'm blessed. I take it all as a positive thing. You can pick with me. Your mama do too much for you. I don't care. From kindergarten, from K through 12, almost every day, every other day I came home, my mother made sure that I had something. She would leave something on the bed, whether it was new clothes, just something new. And after a while, it became an expectation and not appreciation. I expected to come home and see it, and if I didn't, it didn't really mess with me, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna see something soon. But if I did, then even though I appreciated it, I think, I know for sure that I did not know how to show gratitude. I know for sure that as many times my mama told me I was selfish, and I know I'm not a selfish person, that the reason why she felt that way was because of my actions and how I viewed things. And I probably hurt her feelings more times than none and didn't know about it, because your parents hold themselves together well. They don't let you see certain things. But that wasn't my intention, but I didn't know how to show gratitude. So you have to have the attitude for gratitude. And what do I mean by that? It's some people who, no matter what the situation is, they can brighten up your day. It's some people that can talk them ways out of everything. It's some people who it just seems like they got it. That gift of gab. They can talk, they smooth, they everything. And it's some others who just, I don't know, talking and socializing doesn't come natural for them, and you feel weird about certain things, and you got your insecurities, and you're more reserved. You have to have the attitude in order to show gratitude. So in other words, you have to be secure within yourself. You have to let people know, I appreciate what you did to the best of your ability. And if you feel like they don't understand, and you sit them down and you say, hey, I've been given so much, or I have gave so much that I don't really know how to show gratitude properly. But that doesn't mean that I don't care. I'm 25. I'll be 26 September 9th. Shout out to all the Virgos out there. And like I said, I might have just learned how to do a lot of things at 25. Because when you're young, the first thing you want to do is speed up that clock in your mind. So you want to be grown. You want to be everything too fast until you're in the position that your parents was in at this age, and you're just like, what's next? Like, what's next? So what I was saying is that you got to be secure within yourself first. Make sure you handle all your securities. Make sure you take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, on all three levels. Make sure that if things ain't going right for you, ask somebody for some help. Don't have too much pride, but if things not going right for you and you always asking for help, you gotta do some of this stuff on your own. And when you ask somebody for advice, for all of you who don't know, the last thing you tell somebody who gave you advice and then your situation happened to turn around, a lot of people will say like, well, you didn't do it, I did. And to your credit, you did. But if I wasn't there, and this is not to be cocky, not to be arrogant, this is pure confidence. If I wasn't there, I know for sure you wanted to figure this out because I know how you was when you came to me. And however you want to handle it. Some people cut people off for stuff like that. Me, I'm the type of person that I'll let you have your day because I know the rain will come back eventually someday. Because just as sure as we get on our high horse, sometimes we get on the horse without a saddle, not realizing that you can't ride a horse bareback, and you fall off. Now, when you learn how to take the proper steps, put the saddle on, put one foot in, put the other one in, and you learn how to control the horse, which is life, and get back on and learn how to ride and do things the proper way, then you can be, and even then you can't get too far ahead of yourself because, like I said, man may not be able to touch you at some point, but the universe, God, whatever you choose to believe in. And for those who wonder why I say it like that, it's because I understand everybody believes in different things. Some people don't believe in God, but they believe in the universe, and some people choose to believe in nothing. That's the reason why I always say it that way. But just believe whatever you choose to believe in can definitely take you off that high horse in life. So it's a lot of basic things we have to learn in life so that we can live and be humble and as appreciative as possible, excuse me. But like I said, you gotta have that attitude for gratitude. Like if you can't sit down and give yourself a reality check and pull yourself in and say, hey, I need to sit down with my significant other and understand why that when he or she gives me something that they don't feel appreciated. I need to understand why. Because if you truly appreciate it, but they can't see it, then it's either maybe they asking too much or maybe you just don't know how to give it. A lot of people I think people are better givers than receivers, actually. I know it seemed like you'd be like, well, there's a lot of spoiled people in the world, but there's a lot of people that like to give to others. I know they only show the negative side of the world, but I know a lot of people that like to give, and not to call them out, but like my good friend Tony or my cousin Eric, and a few others. If you give them something, oh my God, they don't really know how to process that. They be like, oh, thank you. And I think I had a conversation with Tony about this once. But oh, thank you, and they have a way of showing you, because they got personality and stuff, they have a way of showing you that they appreciate it. But they're so used to just giving and giving and giving and giving that when you give to them, it's not that they don't know how to accept it, but it's that they just used to being on the other side of the spectrum. There's nothing wrong with that. Man or woman, you have to learn how to receive more out of life and, My mother's calling me, but I'm gonna have to call her back. But life is very precious, and I say this to everybody. As I seen a story the other day of a male running down the road, and apparently he was minding his business, and two guys just shot him for no reason. And now we're doing another freedom campaign for another black person, and they're like, well, these people haven't been charged and stuff like that. But that just goes to show you, I don't know the guy, I don't know how he was living, but I'm gonna give you an example. You can live every day right in this world and be in the wrong position at the wrong time, and everything just go wrong for you, and you don't understand why. I'm pretty sure they said he was just going for a jog. I'm pretty sure he did not expect that to be his last time living. You don't know. You just don't know what can happen. You can literally be at the wrong place you can be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And everything could be over. So do your best to stay safe out here, because it's getting crazy. You know, a lot of people never expected the world to close. And then a few days ago now, we got killer giant hornets attacking people, and everybody is just like, this seems like a movie, or this seems like what's going on in the Bible. But my message to you is that if you can't get right with life through this, I don't know what's going to get you right. If this didn't scare you to say, you know what, whatever money I make, I'm going to save it, put it in the account, do the best I can to make this money grow, I don't know what will. But you got to do the best you can. If you don't like the situation you in, if you don't like it, but you just remember, you have the power to change it. You have the power, and if you don't feel like you got on the power, you pray, you meditate, you put your faith into the higher powers, and you live life. Because see, if you don't have gratitude for life, it can be over. You can say simple things like, I hate my life, and manifest something negative, and your life can be over just because you were upset one day. Don't let it be you. Find the attitude for gratitude. Appreciate every day. Appreciate every step. Appreciate every struggle. Appreciate the chaos, because those things is what make life worth living. I promise you, if everybody in this world lived a perfect life, it probably wouldn't be a life worth living. But the fact that you have to go through ups and downs, the fact that you have to pay for the bad you do, pay for the good you do, the fact that even though some believe that your destiny is predetermined, the fact that God still gives you the ability to make your own decisions. The fact that when they tell you that, I believe, people talk about soulmates, just to go off topic, I believe that everybody has options. And I believe that everybody can think back on the past situation and say, yes, I could have tried harder to make that work. Or yes, I tried too long to make that work. And maybe, just maybe, it could have worked out. But you chose to be happy, and you chose to take your sanity, and you chose to move on. I believe that I don't believe in the term soulmate. I'm going to talk about this one day. I believe in it in a different way, especially when it comes, if I think right, the ratio of the man and woman in this world is 7-1. So for all you ladies who think men are a bunch of cheaters, just remember, y'all outnumber them by a long shot. But we're going to say that for another day. But yeah, just remember, everybody who listening, if you made it this far, have gratitude and have the attitude for it. And just make sure that the people that you really care about, just make sure you do your best. I know it ain't going to be perfect. Do your best to let them know that they are appreciated. Have the attitude for gratitude. It's your favorite host doing the most, and you know I love the boast. It's Mo Williams, and I'm tuning out, and I hope everyone have a blessed night, blessed day, blessed evening, whatever time you're tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Season 2 is on the way.